guys, and good morning. It is Merry Christmas Eve, and today I am going to be doing some gingerbread pancakes with included frosting. So what you need for gingerbread is molasses, brown sugar. I usually like to use like organic and stuff, but I've been a little poor this year due to inflation. And so I've got my brown sugar, and then you use nutmeg, cloves, ginger, and cinnamon, but I don't have all of that. But I do have my pumpkin pie spice, which I'm hoping will work just as well. You need vanilla, salt, I have my pink salt, butter, which I have a substitute for that because I can't do dairy, baking powder, I try to find aluminum free, 2 eggs, and all-purpose gluten-free flour. You can use King Arthur, Bob's Red Mill. There's a whole bunch of different ones out there. Those are the 2 that I like best. There's also Pamela's that can work really well. She has an allergy-free option. Just whatever your stomach can handle. Sometimes the different flour recipes handle the liquid ratio, liquid to dry ingredient ratio a little differently, so you might need to experiment with that. So unfortunately I can't give all of that here on my recipe, but using Bob's Red Mill, this will be the ingredients that I'm going to use. So it's going to be 1 cup of flour, a 1/3 cup of brown sugar because I don't like to use a lot of sugar, 2 tablespoons of molasses, 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, but actually you should be using gingerbread spice. It's just that's what I'm using today. And then a teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and sorry, I DoorDash on the side. That's my DoorDash notification. And then about I'd say 4 tablespoons of butter. And then we're gonna mix that all in with a cup of your choice of milk. It can be regular milk if you can tolerate it, but I have to use a milk substitute. I usually like coconut milk, but today I am out of that. I'm using rice stream. So I will mix all that up together, and you guys can see that on here, and then I will show you the powdered sugar that I'm going to use. Usually I use organic, but today I don't have it. So we're just going to do like a little powdered sugar glaze, I guess, to put over that. So I'll go ahead and get started. I know. And so right now I am just softening the butter and mixing it into the sugar. That's the best way to kind of get everything nice and fluffy and mixed. So I'm just mixing those 2 things really well together. And then I'll add in my egg. Should look something like that. It's kind of pasty. And then I add in my egg. You can use a fork, a whisk, whatever you got. I'm using a fork today. I'm sure you can hear my 1-year-old in the background slamming the doors. Alright, and so you just want to whip this up. 1 second, baby. Don't touch it here. There's butter, baby. You don't want little hands. He's learning how to talk. He's 17 months old. Usually I try to do a lot more healthy options. This is just kind of a holiday treat. I usually will use, like today, in place of this, to use healthier options, I would have used maple syrup instead of brown sugar. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's a weird piece of brown sugar. We're just going to take it out to be safe. So this is kind of what it's looking like now. Just kind of a egg mess. Alright, so now I'm going to put in my pinch of salt. Just a little bit there. My 2 tablespoons of, or teaspoons of pumpkin pie, or if you have all the gingerbread ingredients, I would definitely recommend that instead. This is just kind of makeshift because I'm out of it, all that other stuff. It still has the ginger and just about everything else, so that's what I'm using. Very similar. I'll do my vanilla. If you can find organic or even like vanilla bean, I would recommend that. I'll just throw it out right there. And then my molasses. Black strap is usually the best. This is just what I have on hand, so it's what I'm going to be using. Ooh, that was a lot. Probably put a little bit of that back. There we go. Makes it very gingerbread. Okay, let's put the lid back on that. Put that to the side. And I just mix that up. And I do this kind of backwards, it's a little weird, but I'm going to put my baking powder into the wet. I just did a tablespoon there. Man, I'm getting all these DoorDash orders when it was just very quiet before I did this. Alright, so now I'm putting in the flour. Just do like a cup. Sometimes I'm going to eyeball it too. I might be doing a cup and a half. Yeah, I think I'll do a cup and a half. Cup and 3/4. How about that? Cup and 3/4 there. Mix that up. And then I'm going to kind of just see how wet it is, and then I can gauge how much milk I need based on what it looks like. You want it to kind of be thin for pancakes. So this is a little thick. I'm going to put about a cup of the milk. There we go. Okay, so let's mix all that up. A lot of people do wet and dry separate. I find that gluten-free flour is very finicky, and whenever I do it this way, it kind of fluffs up a little bit better. So that's just kind of my process. I just add as I go. If you find a better way that works better in your kitchen, you know, experiment a little bit. Alright, so we can have a nice dark brown molassesy texture or color. And then you want it to be as smooth as possible. So try not to over mix too much, but definitely get all the little clumps out as much as you can. And it's gonna look like this when you're through. Not sure if you can see that too well, but it's very like liquidy. And then we'll put that into a pan. And I would say oil, olive oil, avocado oil, a spray, whatever you have. I'm gonna use my makeshift butter today, or whatever you want to call it, substitution butter. Just because I'm out of oil, I have to go grocery shopping. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to be doing a cup of sugar and 3 tablespoons of the imitation milk as like a little glaze instead of maple syrup for the gingerbread pancakes. That way it's kind of like a gingerbread cookie, but you get a little glaze like a donut on it. So it'll be, you know, because gingerbread has the icing. I might even just do icing and draw a little gingerbread man on there, who knows. But anyway, this is just kind of a fun little Christmas idea. I'll show you a finished product and pictures after I'm done. What do you have the bread out for, baby? Oh, and you just want to get about medium heat over a hot griddle, and you keep it on there. So normal flour, it will usually bubble, and you'll know to flip it. Sometimes gluten-free flour does that, sometimes it doesn't. So you just gotta kind of like lift up the bottom and make sure you're not burning it. Once it's a little solid, I flip it over, and then you can see the middle as it cooks through. It'll kind of puff up, and you can see that it's cooked. You can't really use the whole. When there's bubbles, flip it like you can with regular flour. I'm gonna get a little butter in the pan. Just lightly grease the bottom. Just a light grease on the bottom. And then, in order for you to see this review, I just kind of, depending on the size of my pan, will pour until it looks like a decent circle in the middle. Then stop it, and then I shake it a little bit to kind of even it out, and then what you're left with is a nice round circle. Just wait for that to cook up a little bit. Sometimes they're bubbly, sometimes they're not. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Oh yeah, that is delicious. Nice and gingerbready. Tastes good. Alright, and so while that's kind of cooking, I can multitask. I'm going to be putting some stuff away. Always got a taste test. I don't need this. This. This is empty. Oh, this goes back up here. Oh, here we go, baby. If I had any leftover vanilla, I would be adding that to my glaze, but I just ran out of it. So it would be a splash of vanilla, a cup of sugar, powdered sugar, and then what are you eating, baby? And then 3 tablespoons of your fake milk. Oh, and I put that away. Let me grab it. And this is just about ready. So this is what I'm talking about. This side here is not quite cooked up, but this side is, it's got a little bit of bubble, and this side is kind of fluffy instead of this kind of flat side. So once you see that fluff happen, that's when you want to check it to see if you can flip it. Even though that other side is just kind of not quite there yet. Maybe I gotta push it down. I can't do this one-handed. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Oh, my pan's being finicky today. So, I'll give it just a minute more to cook and see if it'll pop off. Alright, so let me try that again. There it goes. And then you've got, it stuck to the pan a little bit, but oh well, I'll just add more butter next time. You've got yourself a little gingerbread pancake going. Alright, you want to be a part of that, huh baby? Alright, so I'm just going to eyeball this. Ooh, that is definitely plenty. It's about a cup. And then toss a little bit of this in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. What do you think? You want to stir it? Actually, you can't. It's pretty powdery, baby. So Mama's gonna do it. Alright, and you just kind of stir that up. If I had vanilla, again, I would have added vanilla, but I just don't. And our pancake is fluffing up now. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna add a little more butter next time. There, that side came out nice. A little golden brown. So hopefully you guys saw that. I know, baby. Give it a bit, honey. No, don't be touching it. Don't be touching it. That's icing, baby. No. Don't touch. No, don't touch. You just stir it. Alright, well, I'll have to stir that one. Here's my hand. Oh, baby. You can try one little taste. Here. I'm just trying to stir it, baby. Stop it, stop it. I know. There we go. So, here's the glaze we'll put on there. Just a little bit. I don't want to have too sugary of a breakfast, but it's a special occasion. And so, we're gonna go for it. Alright, so here's your glaze. And double check on this. It's kind of got this consistency. If I pull it up, it's a little watery. So once that goes on, it will. There. Alright, so let me get something to put this on. There you go. So I'll show you a finished product here in just a minute. So here is the sorry, my little man is really crazy. But we made the gingerbread pancakes. We have the little glaze here. So all you gotta do is just lightly glaze. There you go. And so now you've got gingerbread pancakes with icing ready to go. So we got little man over here eating his pancake. Nice Christmas tree, waiting for tomorrow morning. Little man eating his pancake, and little girl sleeping. Sleeping hard. Ready for Christmas. You ready for Christmas, puppy? You like the pancake? Is it tasty? Alright. Warren. What do you think about the gingerbread pancake?
It's great.
Awesome. Well, there you go. That is my makeshift throw together gingerbread pancakes, and it's kind of fun to do for holiday breakfast. Today's Christmas Eve, so I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and hope you enjoy the pancakes. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you substituted anything and how it turned out for you, and if you have any suggestions on what you think would make the recipe better. That'd be great. So anyway, we are gonna finish our breakfast, and hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thanks.